Today we have got the iPad 2. Here it is, as you can see. Now, I've got to admit, not having much experience with iPads. I don't own one myself, and I'm mainly an Android boy at the moment. So I've got Android phones, and I mess about with Android tablets, and the Android tablets mostly are based around the design of the iPad. This is a 64 gig version of the iPad 2, and this is available on Orange. Now, you can see the camera in the back there, which we will zoom in on. There we go. You can see the curved edges. We can see the little power button that wakes the device up there on the right hand side, on the top rather, and the rubber upper section. We can see a little 3.5mm audio port. There we go. And we can see that I'm holding it quite tightly. We can see that the screen spins around when I rotate it around like that. We've got a single button on the bottom, which iPads and iPhones are famed for. That one single button. The connector port on the bottom. A very thin, lightweight, curvy design on the back. And the iPad logo. And that's pretty much it. We've got the volume controls here on the right hand side. And to be honest, this is my first proper time with an iPad in anger, and being used in anger. It's a bit difficult to show you everything. You can see everything's wobbling about at the minute. So we can move items around the screen and reposition them. We've got this photo booth application, which I'll try and show you if I don't wreck the thing. The photo booth application does lots of funky stuff. And we come out of this. We've repositioned the icons now. Photo booth, if we just move back a bit, you can see me there. We can do this kaleidoscope. We can do this all very fancy pinch and zoom style special video effects. We can do the twirl. Look at that. Really messing with your head, having some sort of vortex on your screen. We've got Safari. We've got a 3G SIM in here, courtesy of Orange, and we can see that we're on the Next website. So you can see that my wife has been using this iPad somewhat already, and we can browse to other websites that my wife's been going to, Thomas and Friends, etc. We can browse to the site. It loads up very quickly thanks to the 3G SIM and the Wi-Fi. And here's our site loading up on the iPad 2 very quickly indeed. Of course, it depends on your Wi-Fi speed. It doesn't do the I've got used to things on Android like the text reflow. It doesn't seem to do that. If I double tap, it will pop out to the necessary width to read the text though. We can see here that it's not showing the top blending effect. Oh, there it is. It is showing the top special blending effect there. So we can browse around the site quite easily. It's very nice to browse around to. We can flip the screen around and we can have the widescreen version of the site as well. And we can press and hold. We can copy certain sections. We can magnify certain areas. We can copy whole chunks of text like that and pop it elsewhere on the phone, on the iPad. You see, I'm so used to reviewing phones, I'm calling it a phone. It's an iPad. Now, I've had a look, as any Android user would, at the applications that are available in the App Store, and I've gone in, to be honest, into the free applications, and I've just seen what free applications are out there. And of course, with iPad and Apple, there's less. The ratio of free apps isn't quite as weighted towards the free apps as it would be towards the paid apps. So, as an Android user, I'm not used to seeing so many apps that I have to pay for. Now, we've got various apps that I've downloaded here. We've got Atari's Greatest Hits, which seems to be in the top 10 or the top 20 of applications at the moment. I'm just going to load that up and show you this. but of course you got to buy a game. You can't play on anything for free by the looks of it. So we'll go back here. We can go into Twitter. We've got the Rightmove application, which shows you houses available for sale in your area. Let's just put in on-screen keypad down here. Very easy to use. I must admit, the whole device is very, very slick and very nice to use. It is a gorgeous thing. You're just constantly amazed by little things that it does, the page turns, the speed that it operates, the fluidity of the whole system. It's just a very, very, very nice, very quick, very sexy device, and I cannot put it down. It does the job perfectly well, and really, anybody that buys an iPad over an Android tablet, I can't really argue against that, because apart from the fact there's less free applications for iPod and iPad, the device itself is just gorgeous to use. It really is. I mean, look at that special effects on the grass there at the bottom of that. It's just absolutely stunning. It really is. So we can see here that we've got this weather application, and look at that. It's showing you how warm it is and what sort of weather we've got. Very, very nice indeed. Let's see what's coming up. Go back to the home screen. We can check our eBay purchases. We've got the BBC iPlayer, which will show you what's on TV, and you can watch content that's been played or been shown on television recently. Of course, you would be able to if it did anything. It seems to have crashed. Try it again. There we go. So this is some of the BBC content. You can play that show if you want to watch it. And there we go. Flip it round. And I can sit here in the car watching the BBC iPlayer. Very, very nice quality TV.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You will be careful with it, won't you?
And then I can hop into Angry Birds if I want, or the Next online shopping interface here. Again, I must mention that my wife's been using this, and not me. But I have not been looking at dresses, not today, it's at the weekend. Perhaps I do that. So, yeah, of course it can synchronize all your music and your pictures too. But that really is a little bit of an overview of the iPad 2 for those of you that are thinking of getting one of these. Again, recorded in my car, because it's the only time I get free. But to be honest, it's brilliant. It really is brilliant. I cannot put this thing down. And it's very, very easy to use, very, very glossy, very nice and fast. It's so fast, and I'm very, very impressed with it. And I can sit here quite happily, and I can go into YouTube, and I can do a search for my own videos if I wish, and see what's available to watch. So, although it's a lot of money, I would say that anybody that buys one of these, and you can see here that I can't multitask for toffee. Anybody that buys one of these is a very good choice, I must admit. So that is the iPad 2, which is failing to load videos. Oh, here we go. Look at that. And we'll just have a look at one of the videos maybe that I've filmed in the car or at home. That's failed. That was a really good video, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. The Apple iPad 2.